All right. So here are 5 reasons why Gernot Rohr should have stayed with the Super Eagles. This is basically a 2-part video. The second part, we're going to talk about 5 reasons why he should go. But right now, we're going to talk about 5 reasons why he should have stayed. But before we get into this video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we go. And at number 1, basically it's less than a month before the competition starts. Competition is less than 30 days away. It's a big risk to sack your coach right before the competition starts. I think Spain did that before the last World Cup, and we see how it panned out for them doing something like that. So this is not something that you should be doing right before a competition. And at number 2, you got to think about your past. You got to think about the fact that the Super Eagles had missed out on 2 straight AFCONs before Gernot Rohr took the job. And now Gernot Rohr is taking the team to 2 straight AFCONs and a World Cup. And they're on the verge of qualifying for another World Cup. So it has not been all bad since Gernot Rohr has been in office. And number 3 is the fact that the devil you know sometimes is better than the angel you don't know. Because we talking about Raw, and we don't know what Augustin Eguavon is going to do. Obviously, he has coached the Super Eagles before. He coached Naija before. He's a coach that has a bunch of coaching jobs under his belt. So this is not no amateur taking the team. But at the end of the day, we know what we were getting with Gernot Rohr. Right now, we starting from scratch with Augustin Eguavon, and hopefully it works out. And not just Augustin Eguavon. Anybody you put in there from now on, you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about how horrible Gernot Rohr is, but let's just be clear. There are a bunch of coaches in Nigeria and outside Nigeria that are worse than Gernot Rohr. He's not the worst coach in the world. He has done some things for the country, and, you know, it might not be as good as it was under Raw next time, you know. So we just got to think about that and keep that in our mind. And then number 4 is the fact that the NFF didn't have any real options. They didn't have anybody set up for the job. Normally when you see abroad and they're going to sack coaches, they wait and they sack these coaches, and next thing you know, they're hiring a coach the next week because they already had that coach in mind. They'll probably even talk to that coach. But the NFF didn't do anything like that. They didn't have anybody. I mean, hopefully they do. Maybe that's what's going to happen in a week from now. They announce another coach. But, I mean, come on. Who's going to take a job with almost 2 weeks to a competition? But that's just it. They didn't have anybody available. That's why they should have kept Raw, because they didn't have any real options. At number 5 is the fact that Gernot Rohr, for Super Eagles coach, had this great ability of handling the NFF. I mean, you got a guy that had to go without salary for months. You have a guy that had to listen to a whole bunch of crap from people who don't know football, let's just be honest. And the thing about it is, it could go both ways. It could go wrongly both ways. You can have a coach that is willing to listen to the NFF so much so that he just gives them the rein to affairs and everything just fails. Or you can have a coach that doesn't want to hear anything they have to say, and they always clash over the simplest things. So this is what Gernot Rohr gave you. He gave you a guy that was level-headed. He knew how to handle the NFF. He knew how to go without salary and not come to the media and, you know, blast the NFF. And this is something that I'm telling you that the NFF held dearly to their hearts, because they're going to owe the next guy. Let me just tell you now, they're going to owe you. Whoever you are, you're going to be owed months and months or weeks or whatever of salary. So it just depends on the guy, how he's going to handle that. And Gernot Rohr handled everything like a gentleman. And we don't know what the next coach is going to be like. And that's just the fact. So yeah, those are my 5 reasons why Gernot Rohr should have stayed with the Super Eagles. If you have any more reasons why, you can add them on. No problem. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Really appreciate that. Peace.